good, people? I'm back with another video. It's about basketball. I thought it couldn't get any worse by the man, the legend himself, the guy that is the god of making basketball videos. Excuse me, Jimmy High Roller. So let's get through it, bro. Michael Jordan was carried by the Bulls. Kobe was overrated. MJ had weak ass calm in the finals. LeBron had weak ass calm in the playoff. Bro, hold on. I just wanna, bro. You know what's shameful, bro, is that I'm young and I know some stuff that old people are saying about Jordan that is not right. Say Michael Jordan was carried by the Bulls. Okay. Let's see to the time where Chicago didn't have Dennis Rodman. How many championships? 3. Did anybody win the finals against Chicago? No. Okay. After Dennis Rodman, 3. Did anything change? No. Now let's look at the Bulls when Michael Jordan was playing and when Michael Jordan was not playing. First three-peat. Michael Jordan said, "Oh, you know what? I'm done with basketball. I'm gonna go ahead and play baseball because this shit is getting too easy. I might wanna change the sport and make it hard for myself because you know what I'm saying. Michael Jordan to go. So he switched sports, and now Chicago are suffering. Now the guy that is supposedly is carrying Chicago. Let's just say that guy didn't even peak to his performance that he used to be having with Michael Jordan. This indicates that Michael Jordan was making the players around him better teammates too. Okay, now let's forget about that. Let's get back to the point when Michael Jordan left the Chicago Bulls. Chicago didn't win no championships no more. If Chicago was a great team, they should at least get to the finals. At least do something, bro. At least. You know what I'm saying? No, none of that happened. Like we saw if you go into LeBron James, because obviously somebody like this is obviously somebody that started watching basketball. Well, not started watching basketball. Somebody that watched basketball, like he's in the generation of LeBron James, so automatically he's gonna say LeBron is better. I know I'm talking about the thing too much, and the video still didn't even start, but I gotta say it off my chest, bro. LeBron James in Miami. We got Ray Allen. We got Bosh. We got D Wade. Okay, let's forget about that. Excuse me again. We go to Cleveland. We got Kevin Love, a terrific Kevin Love, bro. Kevin Love was at his prime, and the numbers that Kevin Love made at the time with LeBron James, no one made. Kevin Love didn't do them after LeBron left, and Kyrie left as well. Not only LeBron. Okay, there's a prime Kyrie Irving, which clutched against Golden State Warriors, and if without him, he didn't hit that shot, Cleveland probably didn't win that championship. Okay, and to the Kyrie point again, the prime Kyrie was the best Kyrie that we ever seen. Let's keep that in mind. The best Kyrie, the Boston Kyrie, was not compared to the Cleveland Kyrie. The Nets Kyrie is not compared to the Cleveland Kyrie. That was the best Kyrie that we've seen, and he was, I think, 21 years old. He was the best version of himself. The 21 years old Cleveland Kyrie. Okay, let's put Cleveland to the side. Let's bring the Lakers. We got Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, as Fly calls him, Markieff Morris, Caruso. I know he's an okay player, but look at him in Chicago. He's a starter. He used to be a role player, but when he was in the court, he did what he had to do to help the Lakers. Okay, Rajon Rondo, Mr. IQ himself. Okay. KCP, Mr. 3-pointer from the corner himself. Okay. Did I mention AD? I don't know if I mentioned AD or not, but we got AD too. So the team was so stacked that even starting player like JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard had to start switching up because both of them didn't have a place to be at the same time. You feel me? And after that, we still got a team like the Lakers in 2021 that had Russell Westbrook. I don't care if he did bad or not. He came, when he was at Washington, he was balling. When he was with Bradley Beal, he was balling. When he was with Bradley Beal, y'all remember the I don't know, the 7 points that he made in 10 seconds, him and Bradley Beal together, bro. I don't care about bro being trash. That is not my problem. My problem is I look at names and I look how they were previously. Not 5 years ago. Just before a season ago. How Russell was in Washington and now coming to the Lakers. I know he trash, but I don't care. Bro was balling when he was in with the Wizards. Okay, let's forget about that. We got who else? We got Carmelo Anthony. You're not gonna be speaking about Carmelo Anthony. Bro could have been staying at the corner, shooting threes all day, and he'd be scoring. Okay, we got a LeBron James. Okay, we got an Anthony Davis. I don't care. He's injured. Well, no luck. You feel me? That team was stacked even without AD and without LeBron James. And you know what happened? LeBron didn't step up until the late end of the season when he started averaging 30 points. I know before he was, I had a stomach injury. I have an ankle injury. Bro, put some hot spray on it and get it to the core, bro. If we talk about greatness, LeBron, Michael had a flu game. We saw Michael when he had to step up. He stepped up. But when LeBron have to be stepping up, he has some stomach pains, and he has some ankle soreness, and he has some and he has some. Bro, get out of here, bro. I don't want to be speaking too much, bro. Let me skip a little bit. Kobe was never the best player on any of his championship teams. Okay, I know we joke about LeBron and having teammates, but who the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't even. This is the guy that got a podcast. Michael Jordan path through. Hold on. I gotta pause. This is my last time. Beat all ass Lakers. Beat all ass Blazers. Hit by Paxson. Retired because his gambling depth. Okay, bro, getting disrespectful. Bro, don't even know his facts. Beat by Baby Shaq and Penny. So when he beat a veteran team, he's beaten an all ass team, and when he losing to a prime team, he's beaten by a baby team. Okay, bro. Like, just be a hater without saying I'm a hater, bro.
The good old hot take. The necessary evil of the sports world. Through the good ones, the bad ones, and the downright atrocious ones. We once again find ourselves racking our brains.
I forgot now the Lakers got Patrick Beverley.
Up with this nonsense. But today, I've done the brain racking for you and found some of the hottest NBA takes on the internet. So, buckle up. This may be a bumpy ride.
But I know I spoke too much at the beginning of the video, bro. I spoke a lot, bro.
Mandatory for the absolute tomfoolery y'all are posting on these pages.
Why are y'all speaking about this, bro?
Through hundreds of takes, here's some of the best and
oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, bro. No, this is a murder right here. This is a Steve Nash and John Stockton were much better point guards than Magic Johnson. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. You see, this is what happens when you just speak because you want to speak, not because you saw something and you made research. No, you just want to speak. That what happened. I'm not even going to speak about that, bro. Because if I'm going to speak about that, I'm going to be speaking for another hour now, bro. Let's go.
That I came across. Now, this first
Ben Simmons better than KD. Okay.
Says that you need to be athletic to play in the NBA, and I cannot agree more with this take. Now, some of you are probably thinking, of course you have to be athletic to be a professional athlete, Einstein, but people will often use players like Stephen Curry, Luka Doncic, Duncan Robinson, and Kyle Anderson to prove the point that skill and size alone can earn you a spot in the NBA. And I think the key here is relativity. Sure, relative to other NBA players, these guys are not very athletic.
Nasty.
That's because their peers are some of the best athletes in the world. Compared to normal people, even the most unathletic NBA players are amazing athletes. For example, the average man has a vertical leap of about...
My bad for the ad, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with me. Bro.
17 inches. Duncan Robinson, the three-point specialist who doesn't dare take a step inside the paint, has a 33-inch max vert.
He can dunk.
Double the average Joe. Luka Doncic, the guy who kills defenses with his craftiness, not his athleticism, has a 38-inch max vert. And Stephen Curry, the
bro can be flying if he got 38 vert. Is Jimmy High Roller sure of his info, bro? Because if Luka got 38 vert, bro, he could be catching bodies. He could be Oh my God, bro. That's a hop.
Being an incredible athlete has a 36-inch vertical leap. Even the most seemingly unathletic NBA players are still top-tier athletes.
Oh yeah.
It's just that when they're surrounded by giant superhumans, they tend to look a bit ordinary. But the other aspect of this that no one really talks about is that
now Curry looks athletic though.
Goes far beyond jumping high and running fast. Hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness, agility.
Agility is crucial.
Being a great athlete. For example, take Trae Young. Doesn't really fit the bill for a typical super athlete in terms of explosiveness, but his dexterity, coordination, stamina, mobility, and many other components of his game make him.
Ooh, bro, can I put y'all on game, bro? On any sport, bro, whatever. If you got stamina, bro, and you got a little bit of IQ, you can play whatever you want. Take that info from me, bro. And if you're still watching in this video, bro, just drop a comment, say why. Just say why, bro. I'ma remember it. I'll be telling y'all stories that happened with me personally about having stamina other than having the skill and the flashiness that got people in places and that got me in places too. So yeah, bro. Having the stamina, bro, is a crucial key.
You need to be a good athlete to play in the NBA. And even the most mundane players in the league are super athletes relative to the rest of us.
True.
Now this next take actually comes from an NBA player. And as crazy as it sounds, it's actually not too far from the truth.
Carl Anthony shooting from there, bro?
Carl Anthony Towns came out
I'm
and
the
said
greatest
that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time.
Now, if you're talking about big man as a center, yeah. If we're talking about big man in general, like if we even including Luka, if we're even including Larry Bird, for example, Carl Anthony Towns, you better sit on, bro. Hey.
Fact. And immediately fans were not happy about this.
No, if you're talking about centers, okay.
Like Dirk Nowitzki, Peja Stojakovic, and DeMarcus Cousins, Cat still has a lot of work to do to earn the title of greatest.
Nowitzki. I forgot about Nowitzki.
Right?
Nowitzki, Bird.
Here's a chart of some of the most prolific big man shooters in NBA history. And amongst some of the greatest big man shooters the game has ever seen, it appears that Horford, Chris Bosh, and Dirk Nowitzki are the best of the best. And then there's Matt Bonner, who lives in his own stratosphere. Carl Anthony Towns falls right here. So he's certainly one of the best big man shooters, but he's not number one.
Yeah.
This graph,
bro won a 3-point contest, and now he's saying he's the best shooter.
Well, that chart would look like this. And aside from Davis Bertans, who gets paid $16 million,
who's this Matt Bonner, bro?
On the 3-point line for 20 minutes a game, the best
big man
shooters of all time include Ryan Anderson, Peja Stojakovic, and Matt Bonner. Carl Anthony Towns is right here. One of the best all time, but not the best. Now this fan, like many others I've seen, says that Kyrie Irving is better than Stephen Curry at virtually every aspect of basketball other than...
Let me put my take. Scoring, I don't know. Finishing, Kyrie. Shooting, Curry. Shot creation, Kyrie. Passing, Curry. Athleticism, Kyrie. Defense. Bro, it's been a long time since I've seen a lot of Kyrie, bro. Curry. Handles, Kyrie. Clutch, Kyrie.
Than shooting. Therefore, he's a better player than Steph is.
No.
First of all, no. Second, stop it. This logic seems to make sense. If player A is better at most things compared to player B, then player A, by default, must be the better player. But these side-by-side comparisons almost always lack one thing. Context. For example, take these two players. Player A is better at nearly everything compared to player B. Passing, playmaking, rebounding, defending, finishing. Player A...
That doesn't make him better. Yes, true. Because somebody can be so elite in scoring that he can be... Like, that scoring part that he's so elite at it can take him and make him a better player, even though the other player have all of the other things. So, for example, if I want to have a 3-point shooter and I have a Shaquille O'Neal that is a better finishing, better passer, better playmaking, better rebound, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the player B because the player B get with the category that I want. I'll be
These
muting
comparisons,
without
we
me.
must assume player A is much better than player B, except player A is Ben Simmons, and player B is first-team All-NBA Devin Booker. Similar to the Kyrie versus Steph comparison, using extremely general categories to assess players with zero context is a recipe for disaster. Basketball has a lot of nuance. It's dependent on situations, circumstances, and systems, all of which give context
To be honest with you, bro,
impact and ability.
I'm gonna take an active Philadelphia Ben over Phoenix Booker.
Tells us anything, it's that being extremely good at a few things
Keeping
can
it real.
be far more valuable than being good at everything. If you took away everything from Steph's game, aside from just his shooting ability and high basketball IQ, he would still be a Hall of Fame talent. But if you took away Ben Simmons' passing ability, he'd be a 6'10" Patrick Beverley. These two aspects of the game hold different values to different players. So to compare them side by side like they are equivalents doesn't accurately determine anything. At most, these kinds of comparisons might help you decide who's the better all-around player, but if being good, not great, at most things on the court determine who is the best player, then Draymond Green would be a 4-time Finals MVP right now. But he's not. Now this next take is one of the more interesting...
JXMYHIGHROLLER to go, bro.
This NBA fan says that the top 8 players in the league going into this season are the best top 8 players the league has ever had at any given time, making this era the best era in NBA history. Those top 8 players being LeBron, Durant, Giannis, Kawhi, Steph, Jokic, Luka, and Embiid. And I gotta say, that is one hell of a top 8. Every one of these players, aside from Luka and Embiid, either has an MVP or a Finals MVP. I'd say out of the top 8, you've got roughly 5 top 30 players of all time. Without a doubt, this is one of the most talented and accomplished group of players in NBA history. But is it really the best? Well, there's definitely been worse years in the NBA, like throughout the 70s and early 2010s, where maybe 3 or 4 players were head and shoulders above everyone else. But there's also been years where the league has featured a large group of some of the greatest players all in one season.
Yes, the thing is, I swear to God, the thing is with everything, bro. We only value the time that we are in. We forget about the past. We don't read about the past. If we read about the past, we will be shocked, bro.
96, when the top 8 players in the league consisted of Michael Jordan, David Robinson,
Hakeem,
Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, Gary Payton,
Patrick Malone,
John Stockton, and Karl
Malone.
This is a stacked group of 8 and one of the most exciting eras in NBA.
And you still got more, bro. You still got more. You still got Scotty, bro. You still got Dennis, if you want to count him in. You still got...
But I think we can do better. What about the 2003 NBA season, when the top 8 players in the league were
Kevin.
Shaq, Kobe, Duncan, Garnett, McGrady, Dirk, Iverson, and Jason Kidd.
Yeesh, this one is a stack one too. Hold on, this one is a stack one. This one is a stack 1.5 too. Tim Duncan, Tracy McGrady. You know what the problem with this one is? Is that it's one problem. It's Tracy, bro. Tracy had an unfortunate career, bro. Them injuries did him too wrong.
Group contains 3 top 10 players in league history and 2 more players who are generally considered top 20 all time. But I still think there's one NBA season that tops this one in terms of all-time talent. Back in 1988, the league...
Bro, you gotta love JXMYHIGHROLLER content, bro. Like, you gotta love the dude, bro.
...was shifting from one era to the next.
Let's put the Magic, let's put the Isaiah, let's put the Larry.
What I believe to be the most loaded group of players
let me name them. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Charles Barkley, hold on, Karl Malone? No, not Karl Malone. Who else, bro? I forgot.
Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Karl Malone.
Karl Malone, yeah, I told you Karl Malone, bro. Come on now.
Moses Malone, Isaiah Thomas,
and
Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
That's 9 players. All of them generally...
What we saying now? Karl Malone is the guy that the mailman. We still got him in the top scorers in the NBA, in the history of the league. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, number 1. Magic Johnson, the best point guard ever. Larry Bird, the best in my opinion, the best shooter. The best shooter after Stephen Curry is Larry Bird, in my opinion, and he's a big guy too. He got 3 championships, 3 Finals MVP. Michael Jordan, the greatest ever. Hakeem Olajuwon, Mr. Clamps on the Paint, Mr. Dream Shake. You feel me? Moses Malone. I don't know a lot about him, but like I've seen some highlights about him. He's good. Isaiah Thomas, the guy that if he didn't got injured, he would have been one of the greatest point guards ever. If he's one of them. Charles Barkley. We don't gotta talk about the rebound game. We don't gotta talk about the shortest, best rebounder ever. You feel me? We can be talking all day about them, bro. We can be talking all day without Moses Malone, of course.
And outside of an aging Kareem, every single one of these players was
still throwing them hooks.
1988. That's 5 consensus top 10 players of all time playing in the same season. Now, if we compare,
and then you got somebody telling you the 80s and the 90s was farmers' time, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro. Go, bro. Open up your laptop or your phone and search up the names that they were playing, bro. Look at the achievements that they did. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro.
It's not even close. But only for the simple fact that the 2022 group has a handful of young players who still have a lot of time left to add to their resume. And I do think that this 2022 group does have the potential to be the greatest collection of players in one season. Only time will tell how this group will pan out.
We'll see.
Ask again in about 10 years, and we'll have an answer for you.
We'll see.
But for now, 1988 remains by far the most loaded year in NBA history. Now, our last take for this video has virtually become a matter of fact.
Bro, I spoke a lot in this video, I swear to God. That's why it's... Hey, what's going on? Bro, these ads be going crazy, bro. Get out of here.
That's the question. When it's all said and done, which LeBron-led super team will be viewed as his...
Bro, that's what I said at the beginning of the video, bro. That's what I've been talking about at the beginning of the video. Hey, don't forget about Ray Allen at the Miami Heat. Okay, don't forget about Tristan Thompson or whatever his name is at the Cavs. Don't forget about Rondo, KCP, Dwight Howard, Markieff Morris at the Lakers. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Which means by default, he believes LeBron has been on multiple super teams.
Yes.
And as popular as this take is, it's not a good one. LeBron has really only been a part of one super team, and that was the Miami Heat.
Okay.
The Cavaliers from 2014 through 2017 were not a super team.
Okay, bro, okay.
And if you even say super team and 2022 Lakers in the same sentence, you're a sick individual. When the Cavs assembled their big three, the potential of this team and the public perception of this team far exceeded their actual ability. By the time this Cavs team won a title, they had one superstar, one all-star, and one fringe all-star player.
Okay, can we not mention the fact that the best Kyrie that we've seen played with this LeBron James? Can we not ignore the fact that this Kyrie is the Kyrie that clutched against Golden State? Can we not, bro? Let's look at the average that. Bro, I don't even need to be searching that up because that was the primest Kyrie that we ever seen. You feel me? Even if we say even if we taking out Kevin Love, let's say we're not including Kevin Love, but let's put LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Ain't Kobe and Shaq lift a lot of trophies? Ain't Scottie and Michael Jordan lift a lot of trophies? Then he got somebody with him. LeBron got somebody with him there.
Criteria for a super team, then that would mean that the 2021 Jazz were a super team. The 2021 Nets.
There's a difference. There's a difference when you're taking a guy as great as LeBron James and you're taking a guy as great as Kyrie Irving. At that time, I'm putting them together. Both of them wanted to win. When you got a team as this Kyrie Irving, a guy that's only named an All-Star because of his name as Kyrie Irving, and a James Harden that came out of Houston Rockets and didn't perform as well. He only got that All-Star because of the stuff that he did with Houston. Then you got the only player that performed well was KD. You cannot compare that, bro.
That's were a super team. The 2021 Bucks were a super team.
Yeah, they were a super team. Yeah.
So were the 2022 Warriors.
Yeah, super team. Yeah.
The 2022 Celtics.
Yeah. Celtics. Jaylen Brown ain't that of a all-star, bro. Marcus Smart. Look, JXMYHIGHROLLER. This is the only take that I'm gonna take against you. The only thing that you are not going to be messing is that bring up the numbers that these guys are making. Bring up the numbers that Kyrie Irving is making and the numbers that Jaylen Brown is making when both of them are all-stars. And let's talk about them now. Yeah, Suns are considered to be a super team. But let's, as I said, let's bring up the numbers.
2021 76ers, and the list keeps going and going.
No, you cannot take away from me that Kyrie Irving, or from anybody, the hell, Kyrie Irving was not a superstar at that time. You look at the numbers that guy made. You look at the you cannot compare him, for example, with Ben Simmons. You cannot compare him, for example, with Drew Holiday or with who else? With Chris Middleton or with Rudy Gobert or with
is the criteria for a super team. Then that would mean that the 2021 Jazz were a super team. The 2021
and you cannot compare Mike Conley with who? Mike Conley and and Kevin Love. Look at both numbers and you can see them. Kevin Love was better. You feel me? And now when you look at James Harden and when you look at Kyrie Irving and when you look at KD, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that they didn't get nothing. But both of them, James Harden and Kyrie Irving, they didn't perform. It was only KD. And it's a shame that they didn't perform. That's why it will always haunt KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. Even if James win a ring and Kyrie and KD win other rings, it will haunt them forever that they were in a stacked team and they didn't win nothing. So if you're telling me that I'm not supposed to be looking at the team that LeBron James had in Cleveland as a super team because other super teams had super teams and it didn't supersede to what they're supposed to be superseding to, nah, bro, that's hypocritical, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro.
When Nets were a super team, the 2021 Bucks were. In fact, if we just take the box plus minus of the Cavs' big three and compare it to teams over the last few seasons, you can see that they were good, but far from some all-time super team. You'd never look at Embiid, Simmons, and Tobias Harris and call them a super team. You'd never look at Kawhi.
No, if they win, I'm gonna call them a super team.
George and Montrezl Harrell.
No, they're bust. It's a bust. And let's keep in mind that Kawhi got injured, bro. Let's keep that in mind.
And call them a super team.
No,
you never look at Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday and call them a super team.
It's a super team. It's a super team. Anybody that got NBA knowledge is a super team.
And yet, the combination of LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love were on.
Let's not forget that these guys are the fourth. And the previous guys, I named them a super team. These ones, a bust, the 5.6, Kawhi, Paul George one, a bust. The Giannis, Middleton, and Drew. When you got a super team, you win championships. That's what happened. The Kyrie and KD and James Harden. That one is a shame. Straight up, that one is a shame. That one is a shame.
On this level, by the time they win the title together. And if you even consider the 2022 Lakers with LeBron, Westbrook, and AD as a super team, just stop. We know what you're doing. LeBron.
We're not doing nothing. These were big names. They didn't perform.
LeBron has played on a handful of good teams throughout his career. Some of them were great, but he's only been a part of one super team. And unfortunately, that's all the racking my brain can handle in one sitting. Make sure to leave your NBA hot takes in the comments below. Of course, the hotter, the better. Hope you all enjoy. And as always,
the goal right there.
Until next.
See y'all next time, bro. I spoke too much. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all not finishing the video. See y'all next time.